Donald Trump has recently leaned into conflicts with 3 different countries, Afghanistan, Syria, and North Korea, each, of course, with complex histories. And Trump says he's just learning about them and not from the usual sources. In fact, Trump says he's discovering new information about North Korea from a briefing by China's leader, President Xi, explaining to Trump that Chinese North Korean history complicates China's ability to actually constrain North Korea. And that led Trump to tell the Wall Street Journal, "After listening for 10 minutes, I realized it's not so easy. I felt pretty strongly they had a tremendous power over North Korea, but it's not what you would think, or not what he would think." Now, over at Vox, Zach Beaucamp made a list of the problems with just that one quote, including number 1, Trump came to a profound realization after a 10-minute conversation. 2, Trump's getting his information about East Asian affairs from the leader of America's largest rival in the region. And 3, Trump required the leader of China to explain basic facts he could have gotten from one of the many U.S. government North Korean experts about. Of those experts, though, Trump famously said that his lack of government experience wouldn't be a problem because he knows how to hire.
We have to stop being so politically correct. We need to get the best and the finest.
The best and the finest. Is Trump getting them? Or is he getting good people? Well, we took a look at this for you tonight, and so far in key positions, the answer is actually no people. Over half of key diplomatic positions in the Trump State Department are unfilled. Of the key 554 positions that require Senate confirmation, Trump has failed to propose even a nominee for 473 of them. So as Trump says he wants to work with China to curb North Korea, note that he's failed to choose a special envoy in the 6-party talks devoted to North Korea's nukes. Same thing for a State Department coordinator for counterterror or an ambassador to Germany, or even the representative for nuclear non-proliferation. And that NATO group that he's always talking about, well, there's no U.S. representative there yet either. Or a diplomat to oversee Iraq and Middle East policy. Instead, Jared Kushner has been over to Iraq recently. And while you're counting, you should note 57 ambassadorships also open right now. That would be a diplomatic nightmare in any of those countries if a new problem arises. Administrations, we can tell you, typically leave career officials in place until their successors are named, and normally other administrations basically do that to have some kind of staffing. But the Trump administration chose to eject all those people in January. A new Vanity Fair report this weekend noting Trump's White House has proven ignorant about these federal staffing challenges, noting unlike previous presidents, Trump has also neglected to appoint a professional staff with a high-level governing background. This is due in part to ignorance. In his first meeting with Obama, Trump seemed surprised by the scope of the president's duties, and his aides seemed unaware there wasn't a permanent West Wing staff that he'd simply inherit. So Team Trump was surprised to learn they had to hire their own West Wing staff, but then faced with a similar option of actually inheriting a diplomatic staff, even temporarily, didn't want to do it. Fired them all, left those vacancies open. And now Trump is getting lessons about North Korea from foreign adversaries instead of American experts whose only loyalty would be to our national interest. It certainly doesn't sound like America first, and at least compared to the historical precedent from other administrations in both parties, it is not normal.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.